And we're going to get started in the room.
For Breanna, was there a moment where you were like, okay, I need to turn this on? And because it seemed like from the third to the fourth quarter, like you just kind of took things up several notches. So
as a team?
Well, you in particular, but as a team, you guys all kind of seemed to figure it out in the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I was kind of getting great looks when I was getting downhill, knowing that it was so back and forth, really wanting to do whatever I could to continue to bring the game to the next level. They were switching, they weren't switching, so there was a lot of openings for me, and just continuing to be aggressive. You know, whenever there's a small on me, like, I have to finish that. And then the rest of the team, obviously, we just continued to pick it up. Our defense really helped us get out and run offensively, and when they have to take the ball to the basket, it's a lot harder for them to kind of get going.
Sorry. No, you got me.
For both of you, it was a very physical game. Do you guys like games? Did you get hit in the eye?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was in warm-ups a few games ago.
Too late.
All right.
No.
Do you guys like when games are like that?
Honestly, I don't know how physical it was because they were just calling a lot.
Fair.
Good answer, right? Yep.
We'll go over to Zoom, starting with Miles.
Hey, Breanna, I wanted to ask you about Jonquel's poise tonight because she dealt with some foul trouble, but while she was out there, she was a team high in plus minus, and her ability to just battle on the glass, especially against that Sky front court, and she also shoveled you an underhanded dime in that first quarter in the open court. What is she bringing you when she's out there on the court and just kind of contributing to this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously we all know that JJ is a scorer, and the fact that through it all today, through the foul trouble, you know, some looks of hers weren't going in. She continued to be a force for us defensively and then offensively finding one another. She's looking for me a lot, especially in transition, and just being able to have that post chemistry is something that's really important, and we want to continue to build on that as we, you know, go through the next however many games that we have.
We'll go to Jackie.
I was like, I don't want to say 30 right now.
Good evening, all. Thank you for taking the time. I think I want to start with Sandy. Obviously, I think I did the math here. There were 39 personal fouls called in this game. So I guess I'm just curious how you thought the team dealt with some of the adversity of the foul calls, JJ not being on the floor for as long as you would have liked, differently in the game, or differently versus the game at home when you guys lost. So essentially, how did you handle the adversity better?
Well, way better. They stayed more composed and poised. Even JJ, like, is, you know, she knew how she could help us when she got back out in the court. Wasn't getting too frustrated. You know, sometimes, you know, you get your body language can change. I thought we stayed in the moment, and JJ was still great for us. The rebounding was fantastic. I thought she really, you know, anchored the zone in that fourth quarter. And that's what you got to do. Some days it's just, you know, you're not sure what they're going to be calling you. It takes you out of a bit of a rhythm, but you can still contribute to the team. And I thought she did that well. But for overall, we stayed more composed. And that's what we need to do, because sometimes they get a little bit grimy like that.
For sure. And Stewie, for you, it's only Tuesday, but there's been a lot of talk in this young week online and on television about physicality in this league. Obviously, there were 39 personal fouls this evening. I guess I'm just curious what your message is to newer fans who might not seem to understand that physicality in this league isn't new.
Yeah, I mean, really, to anybody, this is the best league in the world, and nobody's going to give you anything easy. And understanding that and learning how to play through it, you know, at this level. They're the fastest, the strongest, the quickest, and that's why this is the WNBA. So continue to kind of pay attention to what we do, understand that, you know, we're trying to bring our best basketball. When we're playing against other teams, we're obviously trying to win, but knowing that as a collective, we're continuing to bring this league to a better place altogether.
Thank you.
We'll go to Fifi.
Hey, Coach. The game was a little bit of limbo heading into the fourth, but you guys closed it out 23-9 to get the win. Just what do you like out there in the defensive end as you guys close out to get the win?
Yeah, look, I thought our zone really helped us. Kept him. We could keep the guards out of the paint. We could keep an eye on Mabry. The post players got going a little bit in the third, but I thought we contained them well once we changed the defense up here. And this very rarely do I say it, but I'm saying if we can actually score, that's going to help our defense because it could help us get set. So it was great to keep them to 9 points. Really happy with that effort. And a lot of areas we can still get better at, but overall the win was the most important thing. And we'll head to Atlanta and hopefully get another one.
And first game against Cardozo, against you guys. What do you see from her and Reese and also Elizabeth Williams on the glass? Seems like they're really physical down there. Small sample size, but they've had a little bit of success against you guys.
They rebound, that's for sure. They got their average. Angel average is 5 and Elizabeth's 3. They're tough there. They kept getting bigs. When JJ got into foul trouble, that was kind of a little tough for us too. We're a little bit undersized there, but Cardoso, she's going to get better and better. I mean, she's still obviously a young player, and they're going to find ways to utilise her. And they've got a lot of post depth there.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Jeff? Jeff?
Thank you. Good evening, all. Congrats. Pardon?
We can hear you.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. Coach, my question was for you. What was your message to the team going into the fourth quarter, especially facing a 1-point deficit?
Basically said we're going to play zone as much as we can, and if we can score, that's going to help us. So that was the big thing. But just getting stops. We had to get stops and really get good execution. I thought we found really high quality shots. We'll get into the rim. We had more wide open looks than we did in the third. I thought we were forcing some of the action. We're missing some easy ones. We just, we stay composed. And sometimes that's got to do. We got back in the game, let it slip away in the third, but our defense, helped us, and our execution on offense was great. And I mean, these two made some great shots. I thought Stewie was amazing just getting downhill. So we're trying to put her in as many spots as we could.
Appreciate your time and insight. Safe travels.
Brian?
Hi, everybody. This one's for Sabrina. On the night, you were able to get a lot of shots in the rim and on the move. How do you think you were able to sort of find those gaps in the defense to take advantage and have that success in the paint?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really just reading how they were guarding off-ball screens and on-ball screens. A lot of the time they weren't trying to switch, particularly with me and Stewie in actions. And so it was just turning the corner and trying to attack downhill, and especially early on, I was able to find success just getting into the paint, and I think that kind of softened up the defense and allowed us to get great looks from 3 and continuing to just move the ball, take care of the ball, and just read the defense, kind of slow it down and see what our best option is.
Thank you. And one for Breanna as well. Throughout the night, the game was really intense, but in the fourth quarter, it felt like you guys really sort of found that extra gear. How do you think the team's sort of chemistry building throughout the year really helped get you guys to the win? And how do you think it sort of speaks to the success you guys have had so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just the time that we spent with one another, we're focused on ourselves. So no matter what, the noise, the other team, no matter what's happening on the court, like them shooting a lot of free throws, we continue to stay together. We continue to stay locked in, and that makes it so we're not wavering. We're steady. We're not too high, too low, and understanding that we just trust one another.
Thanks, guys. Safe travels.
We'll go to Alfred and finish with Russell.
All right, first question is for Breanna. Breanna tonight, 33 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. The first time any Liberty players had those figures in a game. How important is it for you in a game like tonight where you're able to just set the tone and affect the game in multiple areas?
Yeah, I mean, I want to be aggressive, and I think that, from the start of the season to now, I probably wasn't as aggressive as I should have been, and just continuing to make sure that, setting the tone, Sab and I really putting ourselves in a lot of two-man actions, because that really puts pressure on the defense and finds the rest of our teammates.
And a follow-up question to Sabrina. Sabrina, tonight, 24 points, 7 rebounds, top 5 now in Liberty players with 20 points and 5 rebound games. One aspect of your game that's underrated is rebounding. How much pride do you take in being able to be that player to secure possessions for your team, especially when you have moments where JJ may be out?
Yeah, I mean, I've always have prided myself on being able to get in there and rebound, knowing how tough it is for post players to have to box out, and obviously knowing tonight we were playing against a really good rebounding team, and so I kind of knew my opportunity was going to be to go in there and get rebounds and help us all out. And obviously, you need to continue to do that because I know how much it helps our team if we can just limit them to one possessions, and continue to do that throughout each and every game, knowing if we can get stops, we can continue to push the ball and score.
Great, thank you.
Russell?
All right. Question for Sandy. I know after your first game against Chicago, I talked to Jonquel and she said she wasn't happy with her performance on defense in that game. Just wondering what you were looking for her to do tonight, and if you could just talk about the difference that she was able to make in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, look, she's the anchor of our defense. I mean, her and Stewie there, what we can do, we're very versatile. We had them switching and doing a great job. JJ just got into a little bit of foul trouble, but I think she can guard any of those players. But it's her verticality, how she changed her shots at the rim and be able to rebound. That was massive for us. She was in foul trouble, but I thought she handled the situation quite well for us. And the versatility helps for us. So we went to a zone that certainly helped us, and she was able to move around and then stay between the basket and the player and wall up. Much better than she probably got some tough calls early, but we got to keep her out of foul trouble because she's really important for us.